Hey everyone, this is Blaze VR from vrblend.com. Today we're going to be doing a comparison between the Oculus Rift consumer version and the Gear VR with the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. We're going to be looking at a few key differences between the two of them, including the field of view, the screen door effect on each one, the price, there's a big price difference, and why I think you should get each one. So let's get started. Thank you for watching. So here we have the Oculus Rift CV1 and the Gear VR with the Note 5. They're two different beasts with totally different prices and aimed at two different markets. Gear VR comes in at just $99 and works with your Samsung Galaxy phone, giving you a comfortable untethered VR experience. The Oculus Rift CV1 comes in at $599 and is for VR enthusiasts with mid to high-end gaming PCs. The Gear VR is super comfortable and designed for a good untethered mobile experience. The resolution is slightly higher than the Rift, but lacks full positional tracking. The Oculus Rift requires a high-end gaming PC, but delivers a much more rich and immersive VR experience with full positional tracking. Both headsets have proximity sensors which detect when you're wearing them. The Gear VR has standard lenses similar to Google Cardboard, whereas the Rift has special Fresnel lenses giving you a clearer picture and a wider field of view. One thing I wish the Rift had was a focal adjustment dial on top of the headset. On the Gear VR this lets me wear the headset without glasses as it adjusts the distance between the lenses and the screen. On the Gear VR you have a touchpad on the right hand side of the headset. This lets you control Oculus Home and navigate through different experiences. It also has a volume up and down button and a back button on the top. The only physical input on the Oculus Rift headset is the IPD adjustment on the bottom. It lets you change the distance between the two lenses, giving you a more personal fit that suits your head and your eyes. The Rift comes with a touchpad remote. Similar to the Gear VR, it lets you navigate VR experiences. The Gear VR is a lot lighter than the Rift, but with the phone and the faceplate on, it's about 10 grams heavier. Next up, we're going to be comparing the screen door effect on the two headsets. Now, if you don't know what the screen door effect is, it's a term that refers to the visible fine lines between pixels on a display, almost as if you're looking through a screen door. And the reason you see this more on a VR headset is because the lenses magnify the display and you see more detail. Having used both headsets, I would give the edge to the Rift. Even though the Rift has a lower resolution display, the screen door effect just seems less noticeable on the Rift, in my opinion. One thing I really like about the Gear VR is that it's got a pass-through camera, meaning you can look out your phone's camera lens basically, and it's almost like you're using your own eyes. It's really impressive, especially if you don't want to knock into things. You can have a look. Here's Oculus Home on the Gear VR. Like the Rift, it has the same layout almost. It's really nice. You've got your apps on the front, or recommended store apps on the front. You've got access to your library and the store. and it's really clean. And the one bad thing about the Gear VR's App Store is that apps aren't sorted into categories, so you have to swap pages until you find the app that you want. Here's the menu between Oculus Home and different Oculus apps on the Rift. As you can see, you've got your Rift's touch remote and the Xbox controller icon at the top telling you that they're connected, and here is Oculus Home on the Rift. It's a lot more detailed than the Gear VR's Oculus Home, but like I said, it's got a similar layout. It's got your friends list on the right, it's got recommended store apps in the middle, and it's got recent apps you've used on the left. And here's the Oculus Store on the Rift, and as you can see, everything's sorted into different categories, which I find a lot more helpful than the Gear VR's. It's really amazing sitting in this virtual environment. You can also access the Oculus Store on your PC. So here I am trying on the Gear VR. At first I was a bit concerned because I've got quite a wide head and wide glasses, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be comfortable to wear, but surprisingly it is super comfortable, especially with glasses on. As I said before in the video, it's got a focal adjustment wheel at the top, so you can essentially wear it without glasses and still see pretty clearly. But yeah, it's super comfortable. Really surprisingly comfortable, actually. And here's the Oculus Rift Consumer Version 1. What I like about this is the head mount. It's a lot more rigid than the Gear VR's. It doesn't use as much Velcro and elastic. It's got a little spring mechanism which lets you pull the headband further back so you can fit it on. I will say this though, it's less comfortable to wear than the Gear VR, especially if you're wearing glasses like me. Other people who wear glasses have said that their glasses pinch into the side of their heads when wearing the Oculus Rift, but I've not had that issue. It just feels like my glasses are being pushed into my face a bit more. But it's still very comfortable, and obviously you've got the IPD adjustment on the bottom to change the distance between the lenses, and it's got headphones on the side which are super convenient. So guys, that was a comparison between the Gear VR with the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 and the Oculus Rift consumer version. I hope that was informative for you and hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more videos from me in the future, there's going to be lots more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. And we're going to be posting a lot more videos with the Oculus Rift, and soon the HTC Vive and Gear VR. So thank you again for watching. See you in the next one. Oh, I forgot one last thing. If you have any questions about the Oculus Rift or the Gear VR, just post them in the comments and I'll try and get back to everyone. That's everything. Thanks for watching.